Okay. So, hi team, recording has been started. Correct. In last session, till we have seen till the API calls, that how to create APIs, and then how to call the API from our front end layer, Angular layer, right? And we have successfully received the data from the API as well. Now, in this session, what we're going to see is how we can bind this data to HTML, how we can show this data in HTML. Okay, let's see that. So I already have an HTML here. So now you tell me, if I wanted to print the table, correct, if I wanted to print the multiple data, I should say multiple data, multiple records, what exactly I should use in from the control statements, what I should use, because I have multiple rows. So what exactly I should use? Please tell me. So yeah, so I have 8 rows basically, and I have one, two, three, 4 columns basically, correct? So what exactly I should use from the control statement to print this? If it is there in C++ or C, what you will use to print this data?
So I will use printf, I guess.
But printf will
Printf and a loop.
printf will
With loop.
one second. Printf will only print one row, no?
Yes, sir.
What is what exactly is the call? What we should do?
Loop. We are using loop, sir.
Loop, exactly, right? So
Yes, sir.
let's go back. It's ID, name, cost, and type. So let's go back to our HTML, and create a column. So table, you all know about table. Very simple thing. Table. Team, you know the table? Hello. You all know HTML table. Simple thing.
Yes, sir.
So say ID. So first is ID. Second is product. Correct. Third is the cost, and fourth is its type. So this is heading. Type. This is heading. Second row is the one. Now tell me, from here onwards, I should start loop. Yes or no? My TR table row
Yes, sir.
should be a loop. Should be inside a loop. Correct? Am I right? Okay.
So not inside the base CRs and the
Now you tell me, I got the response here. Do I have a class property? Do I have a array where I can store this response from the API?
no.
No, right? So first of all, whatever variable type you create, you should have a type for it. And if you don't know the type, make it any. Okay. So now
Yes, sir.
let me create a array. I say products of any type. I don't know what type of data is going to come. It is going to come array of object, right? Array of object. So I don't know what is the object basically. Correct? That is why I put any. If I am getting the array of string, so I would have written string here. If I'm getting the list of, let's say, phone numbers, or let's say roll numbers, or let's say IDs, I would have written number here, right? But now I'm getting the list of, or
Yes, sir.
array of object. So I don't know the type of object. Object contain ID, product name, cost, type. Correct? So although I know, but in usual in life scenario, it might be possible that we don't know the type of it. So in that case, to be safe, we say any type of object. So the products is an array of any type of project, any type of object, right? And it's equals to empty array. Okay. Is that clear or not? Now what I'm doing is I'm simply saying this dot products equals to res. Yes or no? Tell me. Is it
Yes.
yes or no? And I'm just printing this. I'm just logging this also just to check is the response coming correctly, response passing correctly to my products array or not. Yes. So second console is for basically that products array. Okay. So my products is basically a class property, right? My product component class property, and it has my response from API. Till this point, is it clear to all of you or no? Team, yes or no? Uh, team, Nishu, Tarnima, Shubham, Garima, Shivom,
Just wait again. Once.
right? Is it
Yes,
clear to all
sir.
of you? Okay. So now I need to basically loop through my this dot products. Am I right? Because products array is the one which is containing all the objects, all the 8 objects, right? So I need to loop through my array. Am I right? So for that, for that, Angular has given one inbuilt functionality. We call it directive. Inbuilt functionality. We call it directives. Basically, every directive is having one inbuilt functionality. So we are using one of the directive called ng4. ng4. So this is one directive. When I say directive means inbuilt functionality, some functionality, correct? I can also create my own custom directive, or Angular has given me the list of many directives, correct? Right? But what is directive? Directive is basically which has a specific functionality to perform. So ng if will have the if else functionality. ng for will have a for loop functionality, right? Getting my point? ng change is having the change text change functionality. Click directive is having the click functionality, right? Getting my point? Submit directive has a functionality to submit a form. Your over directive has a functionality of hover. Mouse out directive is having a functionality when you hover out, correct? So like this, there are n number of directives. But apart from that, if let's say you think that I should create my own directive, so yes, you can go ahead and create your own directive. We call it custom directive. Okay. So as of now, we'll see the inbuilt directive. Say strict ng4, and I'm saying just see it carefully. It's very simple, very easy, and you'll understand it very quickly. So how you write it in C++ or C? You say you write something like int I equals to 0, right? I lower than 10, I plus plus, something like that. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So let's see the same thing. That's your for functionality, for loop functionality. So let's see here how we are using it. Okay. So just map it. Huh? So to create a new variable, here we in C we use int. So here we use let. Let is to create a variable, not class property, variable. Okay. So variable is something which will die within the scope. So let, just like you have int I am having let I, right? Of what is my array name? Products. Is that correct or not? Is that correct or not? See,
Correct.
products. This is my array which is having the data coming from the API. So product is my array which is having the data from the API. So I'm saying let I of products means let I of products means let I being a iterator, iterate through each and every element of products array. You understood or not? So I is going to iterate this position, 0 position, then first position, then second position, then third, then fourth, then fifth, then sixth, then seventh. So I is going to iterate through each and every element of array. Understood? And when I will be doing it, then what you'll do? You simply print it. So if I wanted to print, if I wanted to print let's say ID, so what should I do here? Team, if I wanted to do ID, what should I write here? Okay, say I dot ID, correct? If I wanted to print product name, what should I type here? I dot
endpoint.
P name. Now I wanted to print cost.
Yes, sir.
I dot. See the object here, no? See the object property. Cost, ID, P name, and type, right? So cost and type. Now the question is, first let's see. See, it is printing on the HTML. Did you see that? It is printing all the data to HTML. So guys, congrats. This is your own API which you have created, and from your own API which you have published here, correct? The same API you are using in your Angular layer. So as of now, we are absolutely ready to host this application on the server. So when anyone will hit our Angular project, right? Let's say I deploy it on www.dms.com. Okay, I'm soon going to purchase that domain, dms.com. So let's say if I host it on dms.com. So on dms.com, if I host this solution, it is going to hit my API, correct? And it is going to show you this data live, right? So you are successfully able to create your own API, consume it, and print it on the HTML. Correct? So can you tell me why I have written curly braces, double curly braces? What are the what do you mean by this curly braces? I know this is new for you. Just wanted to know, just wanted to check basically what you understood. So by putting curly braces, what exactly I'm doing? What do you think? What exactly we are doing by putting the
Number
curly
of
braces?
arrays.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Number of arrays for that array.
Anyone else? Okay. You remember your C, your C days, especially C. When you need to print, let's say, string variable, what you used to type in double quotes? %s, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, yes.
If you need to print, if you need to print number, then you say %i, %c, %s, like that, right? Remember or
Yes,
not? Or did you recall it or what? You understood or not? So basically what we're doing over here is these curly braces are called interpolate, but in non-technical language you can say these are placeholders. Basically what they're doing, I mean, what are these? These are placeholders, and what they're doing, they're holding the place of your variable. Variable means they're holding the place of your element, correct? Or of your variable, of course, of your variable, your I variable, correct? Your I is a variable. So these curly braces are holding the place of your I variable. So you're saying I dot ID. So it is holding the place for I dot ID, so that the value of I dot ID will print here. So can you tell me first time what is the value of I dot ID? What is the value of I.id at the first time? Can you just tell me?
001,
Exactly. Then second time,
002,
of course. Similarly, what is the value of your I.p name for the first time?
laptop,
Second time?
mobile,
Exactly. Now,
Mobile.
now you tell me, what is the value of your I.id at the first time? 001. P name, laptop, cost 200, type E. What is the value of your ID second time? 001, mobile, 300, E. Third time, 03, desktop, 400, E. You understood?
Yes, sir.
yes sir,
So we are looping, and when we are looping, we are picking the value also at that position, right?
Single column at a time.
What happened? What you said? Did you ask anything? Is it for me?
Oh no, no. I
Okay.
said a single column at a time.
Yes. So this is not a dummy data.
So can we
This is
use
the
that
live data.
API
You are
in
getting it
another
from
platform?
API, right? So now let's say from background. Okay, one more check. From background, someone, let's say, added one more product in Amazon. Let's say one more product entry got added here, and this time, tell me any product in clothes. Say
Socks.
say band. Okay, band. And I say 3. Sorry, I don't know the spelling of socks. So it says 9. Okay, so band. I'm not sure this band spelling is also correct or not. So one more product got added.
Just forget that.
Now I kill the server, restart it, right? And now just refresh and see what happens. So one more product got added in the database, for example, and the API is fetching the data, and API is throwing the data. When I will refresh, when you open next time Amazon, you will find band also as a product. You getting my point? So completely, this is a perfect example of end to end working, where your front end is calling your API, right? And API is running back to front end. The only thing missing over here is DB. There's no DB. This list should come from database. This particular list should come from come on guys. This list should come from database,
API
right?
database. Yes.
Database. So on that note, right, let's call up the session today. Okay, I'll give the recording of last and today's session both today itself. Please do practice tomorrow, and day after tomorrow we'll see. And if you guys are ready, tomorrow itself, I will take it tomorrow. We'll see the other API calls like post. Wait a minute. Post, get by ID. For example, I wanted to get the product by type. I wanted to get the product by ID. I want to get the product by name. Correct. So we'll see, how we can get by ID, name, like that. We'll see post call also. What if from the front end I add Amazon guys wanted to add one more product. Here I have written it manually, hard coded, right? Band. Let's say they wanted to add one more product through the form, through their form. Say they wanted to add socks. So it should get added directly in the API, and API should show in the list. So that is what we'll see in the next session, right? Got it? So any
Thank you,
other
sir.
doubt? Yeah. Go ahead. If there is no question, then let's wrap up the session. I hope you like today's session, and I hope you will do the practice of it as well, right? If you don't do the practice in the live project, you are not going to survive. Trust me. Okay. Now please start. Put your hands dirty. Start putting your hands dirty in the code. It is now the requirement. Okay. So I'll hand over the videos, recorded sessions of today's session in 2 hours max. So tomorrow you take whole day, practice it, and then
you want to
come back tomorrow.
So,
Come back day after tomorrow. Yeah.
will you be uploading the video somewhere and we'll getting the link, or you will be
You don't-
sharing? Or
You don't have the YouTube channel. You have not subscribed the channel yet.
I don't know because I was not
Ah,
there. I guess.
Okay, no problem.
And
I've subscribed it to your YouTube channel.
just tell me the names and I'll subscribe it.
So the channel name is Learn Now, right? Learn Now. Just search Learn Now. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And this is March 20th. Video. See, RESTful API Express introduction, step by step. Correct. If you subscribe it, you will get the notification automatically. Don't
Yes.
don't forget to press the bell button. Right. That's how YouTubers
Yes, sir.
do that. Right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please subscribe it and yes, do press the bell button.
And share it too.
Okay.
hello sir,
Yes, Shubham.
sir जैसे कि हम test में URL mention कर
Not able to
रहे
hear
हैं,
you, buddy. Your voice is breaking, terribly breaking. Can you speak little louder?
प्लेटफॉर्म पे जो सर हम API बनाएंगे तो सर
हम्म।
अगर हम कोई एंड्रॉइड ऐप यूज कर रहे हैं तो
हाँ, उसमें यूज कर सकते हैं.
API के लिए
करेक्ट करेक्ट
तो
करेक्ट
सर अगर हम
करेक्ट.
कोई एंड्रॉइड ऐप बना रहे हैं और इस
एपीआई को यूज
तो
करें
सर
कर
इसमें
सकते हैं.
टोकन कैसे ऐड करेंगे जैसे
हम्म.
सर टोकन कैसे यूज करेंगे जैसे तो सर किसी को भी
कौन सा
पता
token?
चल गया तो कोई भी
टोकन टोकन सिक्योरिटी टोकन करेक्ट.
yes, sir.
योर JWT टोकन करेक्ट.
तो इसमें कैसे ऐड करेंगे मतलब एपीआई में उसको सिक्योर करने के लिए
तो
API को?
एपीआई से जब हम एपीआई में कॉल करते हैं तो एपीआई जो है टोकन को जनरेट करता है और वो टोकन हम लोग पास करते हैं अपनी हर एपीआई के अंदर. जो लॉगिन एपीआई होती है वहां से टोकन जनरेट होता है और फिर हर एक एपीआई कॉल में हम टोकन को ऐड करते हैं. राइट. तो मैं आगे आने सेशन में बताऊंगा ना. इट विल कम इन द अपकमिंग सेशंस. भाई वरी सब बताऊंगा प्रॉपरली. डोंट वरी. मुझे तुम्हें प्रोजेक्ट पे डिप्लॉय करना है. आई कैन नॉट लेट यू लिव लाइक दिस. राइट.
yes sir,
करेक्ट. सो डोंट वरी.
yes sir.
Okay. So bye. See you tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Okay. Bye team.